which is the sword of God. So put on the full armor of God. Jesus Christ. I love you, God. Yeah, I'm true. Jesus Christ. Just like a righteousness. Jesus. Completely bugged out. You know what I'm saying? That's why we don't take you Christians seriously. You know what I'm saying? You're a joke, right? So this is what people think about when they think about, so-called Christianity in a modern sense of it, right? Because the true Christians, right, if you want to use that word, are Israelites, right? What they did in this repackaging of what so-called a Christian is they gave you what you have today. You saw this Jake, you know what I'm saying, Issachar, right, brother, completely bugged out and lost. You know what I'm saying? He's clinically insane. All right. But this is just the spilo of you Christians, right? But going back until we never called ourselves Christians, all this Christians, Jewish, so on and so forth. These are all words of confusion and new speech, right? We're Hebrew Israelites by our nationality, right? So Christian, the word Christian is a new word. But when you see this word Christian in biblical literature, right, these Bible commentaries, they really are talking about Israelites, right? So I'm gonna prove that to you. Give me 1 second. All right, so let me get into this lesson. All right, so you saw that Jake is completely off his rockers, man. A lot of you people need medication, right? All right, so let's get into it, man. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm not advocating Esau medication. That was just a joke, but you get what I'm saying. Acts chapter 11, and I'm gonna go to this word Christian. This word Christian. Matter of fact, let me start here. Matter of fact, I know where I want to start at. Let's go to the etymology of the word first. So this word Christian, right? Check it out. So this word is 1520s, right? As a noun, it says a believer in and follower of Hamashiach. They got Christ here. So you people are saying this is who our people believe in, and this is who they really follow in this character right here. This character, right? Jesus. This is the people. Miyam Salakia. This is the person that our people worship in their mind, right? This idol, right? So let me go back here so you can get it. It said Christian, 1520s as a noun. It says a believer and a follower of Hamashiach. They got Christ here. It says 1550s as an adjective professing the so-called Christian religion. So this is a relatively new concept around the 1500s. That's when this word, you can say, was starting to be used, right? But we never called ourselves Christians, right? So they go to show you that this is a new concept, right? The disciples, Yahweh Shah was way, all right, before this word was even used. So let's go here when you see this word in scripture. And you have to remember that the Bible that you have is a translation into English. You got to always remember that. And all the disciples, the / apostles, were all Israelites, right? And let me go here. This is the book of Acts 11. And let me go down to 24. Acts 11 and 24. It says, for he was a good man and full of the Holy Spirit and of faith, and much people was added unto the Lord Yahweh by Shem Yahweh Shai. It says, then departed Barnabas to Tarsus to seek Saul, right? So Barnabas was an Israelite. Saul was an Israelite, right? It says, and when he had found him, he brought him unto Antioch, and it came to pass that the whole year they assembled themselves with the church, which will be the assembly of the Israelites. When you go into this word church, it says, and taught much people, and the disciples were called Christians first in Antioch. Remember, let's go to this word Christian. This word Christian is a new concept. But when you go into the definition of the word Christian, right, in the modern sense of what it means, right, it means a follower of Hamashiach, follower of Yahweh, right? All right, so let me go to the Acts 11 and 26. So this word Christian, that's why you got to always go back into the origin of the words that you use so you can see what they really mean and how they are pronunciated in a different language, right? So this word Christian was not even around at that time, right? So this is Greek.
Strong's G 5546. Christianas. Christianas.
Right? So it says Christian, i.e. follower of, they got Christ, but it's Yahweh, right? So if you following Yahweh, it's a certain way that you're supposed to be living, all right? Let me go here first. Then I'm going to jump back to that. The book of Matthew 15 and 8. It says, this people draw nigh unto me. Who's these people? The Israelites, as they call themselves, so-called blacks, Hispanic, and Native Americans today. All right, draw nigh near unto me with their mouths. So they say, I love God. I'm all about this. I'm all about God. They honor me with their mouth, with their lips, Salakia. But their heart, which means their mind, is far from me. So our people don't really believe what they saying, right? So let's go back here. All right. So I'm going to show you something. Let's go to Barnabas and Taurus. I'm saying Barnabas and Saul. The Shaul. Saul, Salakia. 11. Let's go to Acts 11. I'm going to prove something to you. So the first so-called Christians, remember that word Christian was not around, but we're using it in the modern sense of what the word means today. It has been repackaged to you as mean anybody that go to a Christian church and get baptized in water. That's folly. The real Christians were and still are Israelites, right? Nothing never changed. Let's go to this Barnabas, Acts 11 and 25. Right? So they gave this word Christian out there to cause confusion. But when you see Christian in any literature, any Bible commentaries, you have to know that it's talking about Israelites. They put that word Christian in there to cause confusion so they can repackage it to you as what they have it defined as today. It says Barnabas. It says right here, Barnabas, an Israelite. So all the disciples and, slash apostles were Israelites, right? So them they was called the first Christians, which that word wasn't used back then, but when you translate it into English, that's the word you come up with, Christian. But so they really supposed to have it worded this way. It says Acts 11 and 26. I'm gonna word it so you can get it. It says, and when he found him, he brought him unto Antioch, and it came to pass that the whole year they assembled themselves with the church and taught much people, and the disciples were called Israelites, right? You know what I'm saying? Christians. And that just means followers of Yahweh, right? So that's all that word means, because you go to the word, if you break the word down, Christ, which goes back into I can't think of the word the anointed, Christos, that's what it means. Christos, what means the anointed, all right, when you go to the word Christ, and that's going back into the Messiah, Yahweh, right? So the disciples were called Christians, and the disciples were Israelites. They was followers of Yahweh. That's all that means, right? Let's go right here. Saul. And it goes on, man. All right. Saul. It says desire. That's what the name means. It says Jewish. Like Jewish is a new word that they put here. Again, one of those new words to cause confusion. He was referred to as from the southern kingdom, right? They was called all Jews, but the proper word is he was an Israelite from the tribe of Benjamin. Paul. It says name of the apostle Paul, right? So the apostle Paul, sometimes went by Saul, was an Israelite from the tribe of Benjamin, right? So let's go back. So again, Paul was an Israelite, Barnabas was an Israelite, all the disciples slash apostles were Israelites. So let's go here. So the true Christians are Israelites. You know what I'm saying? That's the followers of the Lamb, Yahweh Shai. Because you other people that's outside of this truth, you following this guy, this idol, this abomination, this devil, right? But this is the true Messiah, right? That we follow, right? And this is the true Messiah that the Israelites back then was following. This so-called black man that you see with white woolly hair. And that's how the Messiah was a so-called black man in the flesh on the earth at that time, right? So let's go back, Salaki, where I want to go next, right? So if you're supposed to be following Yahweh Shai, you're supposed to do the things that he did. Let me show you this real quick. Matthew 10, and I'm going to start at 1. It says, and when he had called unto him his 12 disciples, right? Give me 1 second, right? All of them was Israelites. And he gave them power against unclean spirits to cast them out and to heal all manner of sickness and all manner of disease. It says 2. Now the names of the 12 apostles are these. The first, Simon, who is called Peter, right? You can go down this whole list, all right? These are Israelites. So let's jump down to 5. Then Yahushua, then Slakia. These 12 Yahushua sent forth and commanded them, saying, go not into the way of the Gentiles. This is talking about the heathen Gentiles. And go and into any city of the Samaritans enter ye not. So don't go to the heathen Gentiles. Don't go to any city of the Samaritans. Right, 6. But go rather to the lost sheep of the house of Israel. Right. So that's why did Yahweh Shai, this is real letter. The Messiah told his disciples, gave them a commandment, right, to go not into any other nation, but go teach the lost sheep of the house of Israel. Because if you know the history, at that time, the southern kingdom was still intact. Judah, Benjamin, and Levi, and the northern kingdom, right, had went into the Assyrian captivity and been scattered. Right. So there was referred to the northern kingdom as Israel and the southern kingdom as Judah, the kingdom of Judah, right? And also it's a twofoldness too, because now, you know what I'm saying, the whole nation until they wake up, right, will be lost sheep of the house of Israel, the whole collective nation, because we was all lost sheep, but now we woken up. That makes sense. So they repackage to you this word Christian, right, in a modern sense of what it means to cause confusion. It says repackage. Is the meaning of repackage is to package again a new, right? You get what I'm saying? Like they give you the same thing, right? But they trying to repackage it. It means anybody that believe in JC, all right? That's not true, right? So this is supposed to be your role model. If you say you're a so-called Christian, first off, you have to be an Israelite, and you're supposed to follow what the Messiah did, not just talk about it, right? And Yahweh Shai, as you know, as JC, kept the commandments of Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai, right? That was the example that we need to follow. And Yahweh Shai is our role model, all right? So you people say, you people are all confused. You don't know what's going on, right? Role model, it says that role model is someone others look to as a good example. It says a role model is someone who is worthy of imitation, right? So we're copying, mimicking the behavior of Yahweh Shai, which kept the commandments of Yahweh perfectly. No, we can't keep it perfectly, but that should be what we should strive to do, right? But so the real Christians are Israelites, right? Hopefully this lesson was edifying. Call Allah Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushua, by Hashem Rakakwadash. Shalom.